Hello, everyone. Today we are here with Matt, founder and CEO of CargoAi. Hello, Matt. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So, coming to my first question, can you tell us about yourself and CargoAi?
Yeah, sure. My name is Petot. I'm French. I started my career with Schenker in Australia, then Air France-KLM in New York, and then in Paris in revenue management. And then I moved to Singapore 13 years ago, where I worked for Dyson, the vacuum cleaner company. And while I was working with them, I worked with a lot of tech company in supply chain, and I realized that tech can be agile and fast, and that we were probably lacking this kind of technology in air cargo. So 6 years ago, I decided to come back to air cargo, create CargoAi as a agile tech provider for air freight.
Right. So, what are some of the key challenges in the cargo industry that CargoAi aims to solve with its platform?
So I think when we started, it was really digitalization as a whole. How can we help? Because the industry has been lagging behind for a lot of time. But I think now what we should be very proud of where we are as an industry, because in the last 6 years, we see a lot of things happening on the digitalization, not only with CargoAi, but with everybody in general. As an example, we on our side, we have a few products. One is the marketplace, where we have been able to connect 106 airlines now to more than 20,000 freight forwarder directly on our booking platform or via TMS, and that's only in 5 years. So that has been very drastic change compared to the past, where we are able to do all this technology moving forward. We also have a payment system, Cargo Wallets, where we basically orchestrate different payment provider to be able to collect payment and pay different parties in 47 currencies. So that's all. That is a lot of changes that has been happening in a very short period of time.
So, how does CargoAI ensure seamless integration with airlines, GSAs, and forwarders who may varying levels of digital maturity?
We do the hard work to connect to the airline system. The good thing is that now we already did so many airlines that we can reuse the same integration, and then the airlines are automatically visible on our booking platform via the platform or via the APIs that we have to direct to forwarder or via TMS, which is actually the main benefit is that when they don't have to log into a new platform and type their shipments, they can directly from their TMS, like Deca, Trigger, Magaya, and others, directly see their shipments from their shipper, look at the rates coming from the airline and the capacity, and then make a booking if they want to. So that's a lot of benefit for the freight forwarder, but also for the airline. Something that we have been working in the last 5 years. That seems obvious because it's happened for the passenger, the hotel for a very long time. But we have been able collectively to fix that as a air cargo industry.
So, the industry is still adapting to the rapid digital shift. What challenges have you faced in driving digital adoption, and how have you overcome them?
In the beginning, it was really a chicken and egg as a marketplace. We need to convince airline to produce APIs that we can connect. And then we need to convince forwarder to go on the platform to connect with just a little bit of airlines in the beginning. So that was the challenge to be able to convince those airlines. And again, I think, and forwarder. And I think here if we look back, it's quite phenomenal that the industry has been very receptive because we were a startup, a small team of 3-5 people, and we were able to go to Qatar Airways or Emirates and say, please, we're going to show your data and to other forwarder. Please trust us that it is going to work. So we had a lot of convincing to do, but some airlines were faster than others. And now, to be honest, if you are an airline and you are not visible on the marketplace, then the forwarder are not going to call you. So that's why we're still getting more and more airlines. GSA as well, because the GSA represent a lot of airlines, and they are also available on our platform. Because we are not a virtual GSA, I think it's very important. We are facilitating the process, but we have to be neutral. We can't sell one or the other airline, so we can never be able to replace a GSA. So we work with them so then they can focus on the sales, not on taking the bookings.
So what role does AI and machine learning play in your, operations?
Yeah, so when I was working in revenue management in Air France-KLM 15 years ago, and then we were already looking at machine learning for our pricing algorithm. At the time, it was not called AI, but it was machine learning. And when I started the company 6 years ago, I was convinced that we were going to generate a lot of data from all the search and the bookings, and that was going to be beneficial for pricing and revenue management. So that's how I called it CargoAI 6 years ago already, which in the beginning was not so famous AI, but now it's really a booming trend, and we are at the forefront of the AI revolution with the data, but with all the tools that we have developed based on AI.
So coming to one of your features, like CargoMart interline functionality has been described as revolutionary in simplifying interline bookings.
Yeah.
How do you see this development influencing the wider adoption of digital interlining in air cargo?
Yeah, so in cargo, interline has been broken compared to passenger, where there is code share, interline agreement, and it's easy. In cargo, interline represents just a portion of air freight, and it's very, very time consuming and very hard to manage. Once you sign an agreement with an airline, you need to make sure that all your networks knows about it and can book those destinations that you offer via interline. And usually you have to send an email to the airline, wait for them to answer, which can take 24 hours because usually you do interline with an airline that is on a different continent. So what we are able to do is bring the APIs that we have with the airline already for the forwarder, use exactly the same API that we tweak a little bit, and open the fact that any sales team can actually check online with the same application, look online, find a destination for a shipment, and look at what are the capacity available on which airline partner and make the booking. So the time that it saves is tremendous, and it's not only time; it's also meaning that it's going to open much more capability in terms of number of shipment that the interline can do. So we worked very hard for 1.5 years with Emirates to build that, and with different use case for them. And we released it some time ago, and now we have airlines that we are plugging in. So it's available to every airlines. And there is two ways about it. One, the first way is that they can receive booking, and they don't need, and for that they can just configure it and receive booking from any other airlines that they are partner with. And also they can then make bookings on other airlines. So those are two different processes that can be used in different way and that we are facilitating.
So like the Middle East continues to be a strategic hub for air cargo. Like how important is the Middle East market for cargo AI? And have you like any partnership or collaboration here?
Yeah, so we are partner with all the Middle East carrier. I mean, all the big Middle East carrier. They have been early adopter on CargoAi. We have their capacity available online from pretty much everywhere in the world, including Middle East. I think they really quickly see the benefits for them, because then they have more distribution channels. They can be more visible to their customer. From Middle East, we also have then freight forwarder using us, import and exports with our different tool on CargoMart. We also have import feature where a lot of markets are driven by imports. So a forwarder in Saudi Arabia can actually book import shipment from Europe, from US directly from Saudi Arabia using either their partner or their other agent offices in those countries. So also this is a complete shift tailor-made for such market. The decision is driven by the importer and the relationship is driven by the import country, because in the past it was mainly export. So a local sales team, airline sales team, were talking to exporter, forwarder, where here we are able to pull instead of push.
So like looking ahead, what new features or innovation can user expect from CargoAi in 2025 and beyond?
2025, we have all the AI tools that we launched and that we are increasing. So basically what we released earlier this year after 1 year of testing is the fact that we can translate an email automatically into a quote. So that saves a lot of line for the airlines or for the forwarder. So it can be an add-in on your Outlook. As an example, you click from an email and then it automatically creates the quotes. that you can review and fine tune. And so it saves a lot of time for the airlines. We have an airline that, or GSA, that is using it 10,000 requests per week. It's number of requests they get from their customer. Then we also have the interline that we launch, but then we have also the payments, all the payment things. So a lot of forwarders are actually using our cargo wallet, so they can pay each other in different countries with our cargo wallet, which is much cheaper than a bank transfer because it costs a lot of money and it's instant as well between forwarder. And we are adding airlines, GSA, and GHA into those cargo wallets. So this is we are focusing now. We have a lot of networks that are using us for the wallet. They are using our application. So between forwarder of the same freight forwarder networks, they can trust and pay themselves. And yeah, we are busy. Our roadmap is full. We are not stopping there. So each month we have a new release, and each month we have a new feature. I think where is important is that the features are designed with our user. So we have a pool of users that are telling us what they need, what they want, and we listen to that, and then we prioritize that, and then we develop. I think where we are very different from traditional players is that is the speed of execution. So we have an idea, or we get an idea from a customer, we develop, we release 1 month later. Sometimes it fails, but sometimes it works very well. So that's how fast we are going.
Coming to my last question, what synergies have emerged from being part of Cargo Tech, and how does the partnership support your mission of driving digital transformation in air cargo?
Yeah, cargo tech is great for us because it's other companies that are like-minded and are driven innovation. So there is a Wiremind with a very good with the pricing and the Sky Palette tool. We have Rotate, who is really also developing a very interesting solution for airlines with airlines. And there is IOS, who is a charter online charter platform. We meet on a regular basis. We exchange. We have synergy also on the needs on different products. Okay, and then we give each other ideas. And sometimes when we talk to an airline, they say, okay, this is my wish list. And then we see, okay, this is more close to what CargoAi can offer, or Wiremind, or Rotate. So it's really enable us to answer to the same customer in the end, an airline or a forwarder with a broader range of solutions based on expertise of each individual. So for us, it has been very successful, and it's only the beginning. So it's great to be part of this and to again have this kind of positive energy into an industry that we see as traditional, but is evolving very fast, especially with AI.
I think that is all. Thank you so much for speaking.
Thank you very much.
And we wish you a good best wishes for your future endeavor.
Great. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.